Hey, it's Patty Wilson, and I wanted to come on today and talk about Sonya McKnight. So, Sonya McKnight is a magisterial district judge from my hometown of Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. And she was charged recently with shooting her estranged boyfriend. He broke up with her, but I don't think she believed it, or she was really ticked, and she shot him in the head. So he wakes up in the middle of the night or in the morning, and he thought he just had a really bad headache, but she actually shot him. So she was arrested. The challenge with Sonya McKnight is it's not her first time. Nope. She shot her ex-husband too and got away with it. I don't know why they didn't charge her. I don't know why the jury didn't convict her. I can't really even begin to explain that. But she's nuts. She's definitely a nut. I mean, like, she definitely has some control issues, to say the least. So here's Sonya McKnight. Here's what she did. There's a little picture of her when she had blonde hair. She changes it occasionally. It says Sonya McKnight. Let me explain this. The Honorable. I can't believe they haven't taken this down. Sonya M. McKnight, the magisterial district judge system in Pennsylvania, was created under 1968 Constitution. The system of minor court judges designed to hear cases involving traffic violations, minor criminal matters, disputes between landlords and tenants, and civil cases such as contract matters or injuries with damages claimed up to $12,000. The system also carries initial jurisdiction over all criminal cases, rendering decisions on the issuance of warrants and finding sufficient justification to send misdemeanor and felony cases to the Court of Common Pleas for further action. The 12th Judicial District is complemented with 15 magisterial judges, each covering a portion of County of Dauphin, which is where Harrisburg's located. And it's beyond the city. So Harrisburg is kind of like Tallahassee, where it's located in the county, but even if you live in the county, there's a good chance your mailing address is going to be Harrisburg. The magisterial judge system has a $7.3 million budget, 90 employees, blah, blah, blah. Why haven't they removed her freaking photo from here? I don't know. But they didn't. So here's more about her. Let me see. Where's the other pictures I have? Get rid of that. So here's the judicial board. Here she looks completely different. Completely different. So this is from Fox 43, which is one of our hometown news agencies. The Pennsylvania Judicial Conduct Board announced on April 10th the new charges will be filed in the court against suspended Harrisburg District Judge Sonya McKnight. McKnight, 57, was charged with attempted first-degree murder and aggravated assault after reportedly shooting her ex-boyfriend while he was asleep on February 10th. Why did it take this long? The victim survived, but is now blind in one eye as a result of the shooting. The judicial board said McKnight violated the rules governing standards of conduct for the magisterial district judge and the state constitution. Count 1, violation of Canon Law 1, Rule 1.1 of the rules governing standard of conduct, failure to comply with a law. Count 2, violation of Canon 1, Rule 1.2, failure to act in a manner that promotes public confidence in the independence, integrity, and impartiality of the judiciary. Count 3, 4, violation of the Constitution of the Commonwealth of PA, engaging in an activity prohibited by law, stating the obvious, and violating canon of legal or judicial ethics prescribed by the Supreme Court. Count 5, violation of the Constitution of the Commonwealth of PA, engaging in conduct that brings a judicial office into disrepute. I'll tell you disrepute, keeping her name and her photo up on that website. whether or not the conduct occurred while acting in a judicial capacity. The Judicial Conduct Board argues that by engaging in the above conduct, Judge McKnight is subject to disciplinary action cited in PA's Constitution, which includes suspension and or removal from office. McKnight has been suspended without pay since 11/23 after ethical violations were filed against her in September of that year, which included theft of time and cooperation with disciplinary authorities. She clearly believes, this woman, that she's above the law. And with all due respect to the great state of PA, she got away with it the first time. And people are like, what do you mean, Patty? I mean, she got away with it the first time. She shot her ex-husband. Here she is, Sonya. I'm not calling her a judge. Sonya gets suspended without pay amid investigation into misconduct. She has a mental illness and she's not a nice person. Which could be a mental illness. I don't know. So she's been suspended since November 14th amid an ongoing investigation into misconduct allegations from the PA Judicial Board. Dauphin County Magisterial District Judge Sonya McKnight has been suspended without pay amid an investigation. Ethical violations were filed against her on 9/6/2023 that alleged Judge McKnight violated rules governing standards of conduct of magisterial district judges and the Constitution. Judge McKnight had previously suspended in 2021 from February 9, 2021 to August 18, 2021, after authorities said she interfered with a traffic stop that involved her son. I'm not a judge or an attorney, but I clearly know somebody who doesn't want to follow the law when I see it. The PA Attorney General's office charged McKnight with criminal charges of tampering with evidence, obstructing administrative law, and official oppression. In December 16, Judge McKnight was acquitted of all charges by a Berks County judge, brought to her hear her case and returned to the bench. Theft of time. In November 2022, McKnight allegedly gave 4 vacation days to 4 members of her staff in addition to their earned leave. The court documents say the vacation days were gifted by McKnight as a reward to our employees for hard work. However, the Conduct Board says granting of unearned leave constitutes theft. Cooperation with disciplinary authorities. She didn't feel she had to cooperate. She was a judge. Judge McKnight was notified that an investigation into giving her employees extra vacation leave was taking place in response to the notice of full investigation. McKnight denied she gave her employees extra vacation leave. However, when Judge McKnight was deposed, she admitted to granting the extra vacation leave. Amazing what under oath will do to you, right? The Judicial Conduct Board points to this as evidence that McKnight failed to cooperate with authorities amid the investigation. Clearly, justice is slow. Kimberly Ross Seal's civil complaint. March 2022, while opening the court's office's Daily Mail, one of McKnight's clerks received a civil complaint claiming McKnight owed an individual $2,073.49 for an unpaid loan. Judge McKnight allegedly advised a clerk to act like the complaint was never received, which the Judicial Conduct Board says is a misdemeanor offense for obstructing the administration of law. Why is that a misdemeanor? Karen Johnson favor. She's just habitual. 7/25/21, Judge McKnight allegedly reached out to a contact she had who was employed by Dauphin County and had connections to the Harrisburg Police Department Records Department. McKnight reportedly asked her contact to obtain a copy of the police report related to the criminal case stemming from the 2020 incident. According to the court doc, McKnight's contact felt pressured to carry out the request based on her position as a magisterial district court judge. Attorney Brian Perry represented McKnight from 19 to 20 and also represented a defendant in DUI-related case she presided over in 7/18/2022. Judge McKnight allegedly ignored an email from Dauphin County Court Administrator. This is years, advising her per President John Judge Cherry, who I knew growing up, directive she should not preside over matters involving attorney Brian Perry. Officer Cummings, on July 23, 2021, Judge McKnight filed a citizen's complaint with the city of Harrisburg against Harrisburg City Police Officer Anthony Cummings and 3 other officers who were involved in her 2020 arrest and criminal charges. Her 2020 arrest, we'll get to. Judge McKnight would later preside. She alleges the 4 officers conspired to destroy her credibility in the community. Well, I'm doing it, and I'm not conspiring with anybody. Judge McKnight would later preside over a number of cases that involve Officer Cummings failing to recuse herself from a case where a judicial conduct board says her impartiality could be reasonably questioned. Really? Exit read. Judge McKnight used a Facebook profile under the name Sonya McKnight that contained pictures of herself in her judicial robe. May 5, 2023, McKnight posted on her Facebook page a picture of a product called Exit Red with the caption, "You do not want to miss out on this great opportunity. All I can say is it works, it's worth it, so let's get it. Reach out to me through my messenger phone or text." She's running a multi-level marketing in her judge's robe. The Judicial Conduct Board claims she abused the prestige of the office by using a personal Facebook account that identifies her as a magisterial district judge to promote and sell a contract. What is Exit Red? I got to look it up. Exit Red. It can't be. A pheromone spray? I gotta look it up. It's a mess. Exit Red. Yeah, Exit Red. Yeah. Look at this. Look at this. Let's see. It's a pheromone spray. $24.99. Aphrodisiac, stimulates mood, odor eliminating. What kind of odor did you have, dear? What kind of odor did you have? Knucklehead. Exit Red. Failure to give precedence to duties of a judicial office. McKnight was allegedly scheduled to work night court starting the morning of January 14, 2023 to January 20th, 2023. The Judicial Conduct Board claims that McKnight failed to appear for her assigned duty from January 14 to 16 and could not be reached when administrators tried to contact her. The allegations have resulted in 20 counts under 9 different charges. McKnight will remain suspended until the judicial discipline comes to a decision. How hard could that be? If any of the charges are confirmed, possible sanctions include suspension, fine, and removal from office. How long does that take? I mean, lady, how long does it take? Here's her info on shooting the poor man that, let's see. This was her ex-boyfriend. Here she is, cleared. Can't. Let me get rid of this. Harrisburg judge cleared in shooting of husband. August 2/19. Emergency responders work at the scene of a shooting Friday at 2700 block of Lexington Street. I didn't sign into Penn Live. I do pay for it, though. Harrisburg District Judge Sonya McKnight has been cleared in the shooting of her estranged husband nearly 3 months ago, Penn Live has learned. McKnight went on voluntary paid leave after May 10th incident at her home, which she left Enoch McKnight with a gunshot wound to his groin. I thought it was his head again. He recovered from his injuries and returned to work in June. McKnight returned to the bench in June after her paid leave ended at the end of May. Court officials said while investigation to the shooting continued. Dauphin County District Attorney Office turned over the investigation to the State Attorney General Office to avoid any potential conflicts of interest, since Sonya McKnight presided over cases presented by Dauphin County prosecutors. After reviewing the case, Attorney General's office recently declined to file criminal charges against McKnight for the shooting, citing self-defense. We can confirm the investigation is closed and no charges have been filed. The Office of Attorney General completed a careful review of the evidence in the case, including but not limited to interview of all witness, phone data, and records. We found McKnight acted in self-defense only. Well, don't they feel stupid? Sonya and her estranged husband, married in 2014, have been living apart a year or so. The divorce was not finalized. McKnight visited Sonya McKnight's house that morning at her request to help move furniture. Enoch McKnight's sister said Enoch told her that she had successfully moved one chair to a neighbor's house, then was carrying another chair when he was shot in the hand and groin and accused of being a cheater. A neighbor apparently called 911. According to dispatch, police interviewed Sonya after the shooting, and detectives interviewed McKnight over that weekend after he recovered from surgery to be able to speak with detectives. Shot him in the groin. And it's self-defense? Sonya McKnight did not return a call left at her office. Enoch could not be immediately well, he probably had struggle get to the phone. Shot him in the groin. Sonya filed for a protection from abuse order, even though she invited him to the house in October. But the order had been changed on April 18th to allow for peaceful contact, according to the civil records filed at the Prothonotari's office. So in Pennsylvania, we have prothonotarians. It's kind of like a clerk of courts. That meant it was not a violation for Enoch to be at the home on May 10th, but it could have been a violation if he took overt action inside the house. That's part of what investigators were reviewing. In the end, no violations or charges were filed against the poor man for any alleged actions inside the home. The shooting in May capped a series of domestic disputes dating back to at least October. Sonya McKnight reported an assault at the home when she drove his car away from the home. She told police she was going to the store and he tried to pull her from the car and violently pry her hands off the steering wheel. She crashed the car into a fire hydrant and reported injuries to her hands and arms. Does anyone believe this anymore? She was taking his car. But Foxworth said Enoch was preparing to leave town that day to go to North Carolina, and Sonya didn't want him to go. Ding, ding, ding. Foxworth said she was on the phone with her brother during the dispute, and Sonya got into Enoch's car to prevent him from leaving. So she was stealing a car. Harrisburg police filed charges of simple assault, recklessly endangering another person, and criminal mischief against McKnight. The case was handed by a judge from outside of Dauphin County to avoid any conflicts. After that, McKnight sought a protection from abuse order that prevented all contact from McKnight. She reported him for violating the order, saying he had called her 23 times. On the 3rd, PFA was altered to allow peaceful contact. On March 2nd, McKnight drove to Enoch's home in Newville, which is right outside of Harrisburg, to collect life insurance money, according to court records. She could not find him at home, so she left, according to the records. But she later reported that he made a threatening phone call to her. McKnight was arrested again for violating the terms. Later in March, Enoch filed a petition asking for economic relief and equitable distribution of property stemming from the 2016 pending divorce case. The order was adjusted back to its original state. After 2 weeks, the order was changed again to allow peaceful contact. Who's asking for that? It must be her. McKnight was elected in 2015. She defeated a sitting judge in the primary and captured the seat in general. Jennings sought re-election even while he was under investigation for misconduct. McKnight's previous criminal record, Enoch McKnight's previous criminal record includes 3 larceny convictions in North Carolina, 2 armed robbery. He was paroled in 14 and remained under supervision in 17. She's a mess. She was married to a mess, apparently, but she was a mess. But I don't understand. I still don't understand why this whole takes so long. Like, I don't know. Here's what she looks like now. Here's her leaving the court home. She left the court home. Suspended Sonya McKnight February 15, 2023. So she had a different wig on. That's my chat GPT I was working on. Ooh, there's my agents. So that's it. That's Sonya McKnight. She's from Harrisburg, PA. I've known, we're acquainted. Wait, how do you say it? We were acquaintances years ago, known of her for a very long time. And it's an embarrassing case for the city of Harrisburg, Dauphin County, as well as, I mean, she should be embarrassed herself. But you got to feel for Enoch, and you got to feel for these people because she screwed with him. Here she is. Here she is leaving the courthouse when she was acquitted on interfering with the police investigation for her son. Humility is not something I think Sonya McKnight suffers from. This is poor Enoch, shot in the groin. Poor guy. It's a mess. So anyway, I just wanted to highlight Sonya McKnight case. It's not over. Probably won't be, but she does need to be removed from the bench, in my opinion. This is an opinion kind of broadcast. So she should be removed from the bench. I don't know why it's taken so long with so many charges against her, but it has. It just doesn't bode well for the judicial system. Anyway, I can't even talk. It's way too early. 11 a.m. I've been awake since like 6. So anyway, have a great day. Enjoy your day very well. And I will see you soon. Bye-bye.